Hello viewers, this is Rise. Welcome back to Let's Play Wild Arms 2. Let's take a look at what we got here. I brought in the 3 mages for this battle. I did equip the male fighters and Kanan here, the female fighter of the group. Nothing really different about Kanan, but I gave light rings to Ashley and Brad just in case I want to bring them in case something really goes horribly wrong. And I did give Marvel or Old Medium back, and I gave Tim Dandarium and Necromicons on all 3 of the mages, and really nothing different than usual. But yeah, if you look at Tim's sorcery, get a better view over here. 976. That is amazing. Outstanding how powerful he is. But anyway, we want to go over here. And hook shot across. Remember that sword I showed you earlier? Well, now we're actually going to examine it. It's one of the few optional bosses you can fight without having to have Marvel in your party with the My Mic tool. However, this is arguably one of the hardest bosses in the game if you don't know what you're doing. Let's go. Yeah, it's Vinsfeld's sword. Guess who we're gonna fight again? Hey, why not? We fought every other member of Odessa 3 times. Why not Vinsfeld? Yeah, it's Vinsfeld. It's his ghost. Now, before we actually go about fighting Vinsfeld and hear his boss music, I need to explain what the hell Vinsfeld can do, because he is overpowering. First, he stole Gates of Isolde from Kana. He gave up 40 Hypoblast for it, which really is not good, because Gates of Isolde can still inflict all those status ailments, and it deals like 3,000-4,000 to your entire party. It's absurdly strong. He also has Void Effect, so your up parameters is completely useless there, as well as any other buff. He also has Life Returner to heal himself. And his Incur My Wrath is now 6,000 to 7,000 damage to all party members. And it is the highest attack on his priority list, meaning he uses it almost every turn. And, by the way, it still inflicts instant death. And this time, Thanatos X is not going to save you, because it will likely kill you anyway. Meaning this guy is borderline impossible without being high level 90s. Unless you know the trick. Now, interestingly enough, even though Vinsfeld is a boss, Turn Undead instantly kills him. This is not supposed to happen. This is in fact a bug. You see, when fighting a boss, there is a boss flag that triggers, which causes Turn Undead to go from an instant death spell to a spell that deals damage based on a percentage of the enemy's maximum hit points. Which would actually make it really good here against Vinsfeld, but the problem is that Vinsfeld's ghost doesn't trigger that flag, meaning Turn Undead treats Vinsfeld like a normal undead enemy, and it instantly kills him. Which is obviously cheap, because personally I think that's cheating, because you're taking advantage of a game design flaw. You're taking advantage of a bug. I mean, if you try this on any other undead boss, it does not instantly kill that enemy. So this is almost certainly a bug. I'm not going to do that. However, I will be using Vinsfeld's other weakness, which is Power Seal. You could also use Canceller, and Dandarium's Move Canceller. So that's pretty good there. Because personally, Power Seal at least leaves his normal attack, and his normal attack is actually over 1,000 damage, so he's no slouch even in that department. And then at that point you want to use... Oh, right, what am I doing? Let's get... I forgot, Loka doesn't have light spells. I was looking for High Spectre, but there is no High Spectre in this game. But yeah, let's get Power Seal on. If Power Seal misses, I'm screwed. Quite frankly, I'm screwed. But you know, at least it's not completely overpowering. And you know what? Let's use a lucky card here. You don't have to use a lucky card here, but I might make a bonus episode where I show Vinsfeld being killed instantly by Turn Undead. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is if Vinsfeld is in fact faster than Maribel. We'll find out today. No, good, okay. Come on, please hit! Yes! Haha, got him. Okay, he's finished now. Whew! I've seen that miss before, and it is not nice. Yeah, that ability's block was probably blocking his Incur My Wrath. And yeah, that's basically instant game over if he gets it off. Okay, at this point, we can bring Brad in. Eagle Claw also works just the same, but why bother? You can assess here, but I don't see the point. Okay. Now we want to just keep using Nova Rain, because Nova Rain's really powerful here. Yeah, that's okay. How much does Brad do? A little better. But Nova Rain is just so powerful. I mean, look at that damage. Yeah, he really can't do a whole lot now. But you gotta be careful because he can still do a normal attack to you. And I've seen his normal attack do 1,000 to 2,000 damage, so... yeah. I just find Turn Undead to be cheating, personally. You can do it if you want, but, I mean, clearly the game designers just overlooked the fact that the boss flag isn't triggered. At least I think so. I mean, I can't imagine them deliberately making Vinsfeld the only undead enemy that Turn Undead would instantly kill as a boss. It just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, he doesn't give much experience, unfortunately. Oh well. Yeah, nothing is felt from the Rotted Sword. Unfortunately, you can't get that sword as a weapon or anything. There's really no reward for killing Vinsfeld, which really sucks. I mean, I suppose they give you a full carrot, which... okay, I guess that's useful. But then again, if I wanted full carrots, I could just steal them. I mean, I know they're pretty rare to find enemies, but still. Whatever. Now, the next boss is at Slayheim Castle. And it is arguably one of the hardest bosses in the game. The reason why I said that really freaks me out when the game does that. Does that ever happen to anybody else? Whatever. The thing is, with light rings is that you really need them for this next battle. Where's Maria? I could just teleport there, but I want to go over something. You need a light ring. You absolutely need a light ring. Dark rings, yeah, okay, they help, but for this battle, and you will need them later, but you don't need them yet. I typically don't use dark rings in this next battle, but yeah, if you don't have light rings, I'm pretty sure the next boss is impossible without being insanely high leveled or insanely lucky. Yeah. Or using sleep again. But, you know, that does rely on some amount of luck as well. Let's check our luck here again. Yeah, we're good. Wow, Kanan's got 50% evasion. That's pretty good. I just can't believe Tim's sorcery. My god, that is brutally high. Alright. So I'm going to save here, and the next bonus episode, we will be facing off against... the next optional boss. I'm sorry, the dog started barking and it bothered me. Let me know if you want a bonus episode where I show off Turn Undead on Vinsfeld. And let me know if you want to see a bonus episode where I show off how powerful Vinsfeld really is. So I'd be interested in doing that. Maybe seeing if I can beat him with some extreme luck. So yeah, let me know about that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day!